do that. Is fill out your calculation sheet, just keep all this in your home. It seems like everybody that I talk to always has to change that calculation sheet. Something moves out, something moves in. Though that changes all the time. And so I think that I just wanted to throw that out there and really hope that, I just see this as looking at it in the bigger picture is, gee, this is going to be a lot of work. And it's, to me, it's like a challenge that my tribe is moving in that direction. Not only in land office is talking about how they're doing theirs, you also look at the telephone company. We got a telephone company here that pulls out GPSs in every one of those homes. I know that because my husband works for Golden West, and they do that. They go out and GPS that all the homes across the reservation based on their telephone, what houses that they service. And so that's another resource in itself, is Golden West. And you also got, like Denise is saying, you got the utility companies. You got Nebraska Public Power, Lake Creek, Black Ridge Power. All those are connected to the tribe in some way. They're connected to those houses. So that's another one. And I'm sure they do GPSing. They do all of that. So they already got their mapping probably taken care of. So I think that's another resource to probably include in this process. And I really see it as something, we all talk about being sovereign as a tribe. We always talk about that as tribal leaders, but I think we need to start asserting that a little bit more when it comes to our census and our data for our tribe. I think we need to look at it that way. And I see that having this model will help not only housing, but will also help making transportation, will also help IHS, will also help in every other capacity needed on our reservation. So I really want to say that it's something that as a tribal leader that I would like to maybe
do me a favor.
with supporting this model at our community level and hopefully taking it to the tribal council, because we need to get everybody on board to somehow work together and to support it. I think that's where us legislators come into place, and everyone that's going to have to move that direction. And I really believe that housing is taking a big step in creating a model that could really help on that needs of our tribe. And so I want just to share that and say that there is limitations right now with HUD. There is limitations, but I think that we're moving that direction to open that up. So I just wanted to say that much.
Yeah, I was looking over the survey and I don't see on there where we asked the families about the need for how many other additional units in their house.
The question is not one that's traditionally asked for that formula. We just use overcrowded as their determination for that. But because assessments that they're wanting to do here, they actually asked that question in the 40 or 52
I just want to make a comment. You know, we have some programs here that are going to have a lot to offer. And this is our first meeting. Today is kind of like gathering of information from other areas. And everybody brings up good comments. We've got to keep that dialogue for us to have a good needs session. You know, Frank Needs is here, one of the important programs that didn't try water. And talking to him, you know, they had a meeting up there Friday. Anyway, I had the opportunity to sit in on that meeting, and he was talking about needs. I asked him to come today to express some of his concerns. You know, rural water came here, when did that come here, Frank? 1980?
86, 87.
Anyway, right now it's growing, but there's always some dollars that's always needed in any program. And Frank, rural water is a need for dollars. We brought some programs to Rapid, real programs that can provide. But see, this needs assessment's going to fit into this program where they need infrastructure, need water. So I think there's so many programs here that show what they have to offer. And I think that's probably a good start. But Frank, you got any comments based on this assessment? I don't want to put you on the spot or anything like that.
Well, first of all, I have to apologize. You know, I have to clock in at work. Everything started doing that. So I apologize. This is collaboration. We need to work together. But what I see is everything's territorial. And we put it into some kind of comprehensive plan and a strategic plan, we're going to look into the future. So anything we do here, that, you know, statistics, numbers, and whatnot, it's going to help. But I think there's categories we need to look at, like the survey here. Handicap people need to be involved here. Elderly, you know? And maybe, what are the ages of these people? Because heck, me, I lived with my mom till I was 25 years old. That's the best. You know, we have some older people living in these houses, or two. And the thing is when you get a lot of people living in one house, about 3 families, there's going to be wear and tear in that house. You've got a mold problem here. And you know, people keep using bathrooms, especially showers and stuff. You're going to have an environment more that old, right? So how do you address these types of problems in the future by providing more houses, especially the big topic we're working on, you can alleviate these other problems too. But I'm happy to cooperate as much as I can. Jim Paul, our old politician, sometimes you have to have trade-offs in politics. I told Paul, you came to my meeting, so I'm going to yours. Paul, I'll cooperate as much as I can.
Thanks.
Not yet. So, in constructing surveys, there's sort of the scientific component of determining confidence intervals, and basically the way to simplify that is to say, you may have 5,387 housing units, but to get at core of the information with a certain degree of reliability that you can extend out to the rest of the reservation, we only need to do so many houses. And so for HUD's minimum requirements, they would put it for Pine Ridge at roughly 600 households. And to get, say, the American Community Survey, which is conducted by the Census Bureau, which asks about housing needs, they have a model, I think, slightly adjusted for reservations, but it's done on spread out over the 10 years, it's ongoing all the time. And so it's essentially divided up over 120 months. So the sample at any given point in time in preservation is quite small, because it's not perfect in that it's not every single person is going to be surveyed over the course of the 10 years, but there's some overlap. But if you can imagine dividing up the number of households, Pine Ridge, for example, by 120, thinking of how many would be sampled at any given one point in time, it's fairly small. Whereas in a project like this, you have the choice. If you do the minimum, kind of what I call the minimum sample size of around 600, then you're getting that snapshot that then can be extrapolated out. In other words, that information for those households is then applied to all the other housing units and households for regulation. But so for statistical purposes, for providing a census challenge, that would suffice. But there are other different reasons that you, the housing entities, the tribe, may want to do 1,000 households or 2,000 households, because you're not just concerned about statistical accuracy or census challenge, you just kind of want to have a slightly broader picture and extend a little deeper into each of the districts and communities. So it's something to think about. It does have an impact on the cost, obviously, because you're sending someone to each of the houses that you use in the extended sample size. But it is something that we've brought up in different meetings. Some of the participants have talked about doing 100% sample and basically going to every single household, or every housing unit, and others have tended to want to stick to the smaller samples. So it doesn't change the outcome in terms of the ability to do a census challenge. It really doesn't even, to a certain extent, change the model, because it's just increasing the numbers of housing units. You're not changing the way you ask the question or the questions asked. So I'll kind of wrap this up.